Today I want to talk about body positivity and weight loss surgery. Can you have both? Find out next. Hi guys, welcome back to Bariatric Beauty and Finishing School. My name's Kelsey and I am a 10-year post-op of gastric bypass who has lost 256 pounds. I'm also a 17-year professional makeup artist veteran, and I am so happy you are here today to join me in a little chit-chat about body positivity. Can you have it after weight loss surgery? You know, it is something that I struggled with for a very, very long time. Being significantly overweight, morbidly obese, I didn't hate how I looked. I didn't hate my body. I didn't hate my fat. I didn't hate my size. I didn't hate my image. It really didn't affect me in my day-to-day self-esteem, and that's the truth. I was always that person that was okay with being the biggest girl in the room, or it wasn't something I thought about except for health, I guess. And so I struggled for a very long time, really consider weight loss surgery, and it wasn't until an extremely traumatic miscarriage that I finally got on board. And the reason being was I didn't want it. I didn't want to be thinner. I didn't want to lose weight until it took away the option of me becoming a mama. And that was why I did it. It's a very slippery slope. And I have a lot of friends who are very body positive. They are significantly overweight and they're happy about it. And that's cool. I have no problem with the plus size community, the super size plus size community, nothing. But I will say, it comes down to health. It's just not healthy being morbidly obese. I couldn't have a baby. You know, there are women out there who have had babies at 400 pounds and their pregnancies have been fine. But I'm here to tell you on the other side of that, on the other side of losing 256 pounds is a better life. I'm in less pain. I have less health issues. I don't have to hear at the doctor, you know, you're at risk for heart disease or diabetes or high blood pressure or high cholesterol. Even now, I'm not a size 2, but I'm healthier. When I look at these Instagram posts, I look at Facebook, I'm part of quite a few different social media communities, and I see a lot of pushback from women who are significantly overweight, and they want this body shaming to stop from people who have lost weight, or they don't want to hear about weight loss or that kind of thing. And while I still identify with that, it's gonna come down to something in your life that you realize and the light bulb goes on and you're like, okay, I need to become healthier. Does that mean you need to be a size 2? No. Absolutely not. I mean, in a lot of parts of the world, I'm still plus size, and that's okay with me. I don't need to be a size 2 to be happy. I do, however, need to be healthy to be happy. You know, going through an entire bottle of Tylenol in 1 month is not normal. Having pain where you can't walk around is not normal. You know, I have chronic pain diagnoses. You know, I have had doctors talk to me about they think I have fibromyalgia. And it was incredible how when I lost weight, the symptoms didn't disappear, but having a 1% symptom versus 100% symptoms, it's quite a big improvement, right? So those are things you need to think about when you're weighing this body positivity versus losing weight. And weight loss surgery. Weight loss surgery is a great tool if you can't lose weight on your own, and a lot of us can't. I couldn't. And I'm pretty good about watching what I eat, going to the gym, working out. Those are not things that I hate or that I'm unable to do, but I still needed help too. And it's okay if you need help to lose weight. Weight loss surgery is not a dirty word. It's not something that we perform in a back alley and you never talk about it again. It's okay. And it's okay not to want it too. It's okay if you want to remain significantly overweight. The thing that we need to take away from all of the controversy around it is the stigma, right? If you're happy with who you are, then so be it. My biggest problem is I'm scrolling my Facebook and I have these few friends who are extremely sensitive about their weight. And they claim they don't want to lose weight. They are happy being fat, but they are extremely sensitive if anyone brings up anything. They claim to be incredibly body sensitive and incredibly body positive, and yet they're in incredible amounts of pain and have significant medical issues related to their weight. It's like, at what point does that tug of war stop with, I love being plus size and eating whatever I want and having no consequences, and that, versus I love being plus size and healthy, versus I need to be thinner, versus medical issues. It's just, it will drive you crazy, right? So, you know, I watched this video yesterday of this girl, and you know, I can't remember her name. She's a beautiful, beautiful girl on YouTube, and her video was titled, I Want to Lose Weight. And you could tell it was a very emotional, hard thing for her to talk about. And I can understand why. I mean, she has built her channel and likely her career on being plus size. And losing weight isn't gonna change who she is. It's not gonna change the person inside. If she wants to be a fashionista and show all the latest trends, she can do that in whatever size, it doesn't matter. And we get this thing when we're in kind of the public spotlight and we're bigger and we're body positive, that we're letting everyone down. I felt like I was letting everyone down by saying, yeah, I love my body. I'm fine with it. You know, I think I look great. Don't you think I look great? And then saying, well, you know, I'm gonna have weight loss surgery to lose weight. And they're like, well, I thought you loved your body. Well, for me, it wasn't about what I looked like. I like my body now. And I have more insecurities now that I've lost 250 pounds than I did when I was 400 pounds. Your body and your mind and the way that you view yourself doesn't really relate to your weight specifically. It relates to this filter we put on ourselves, this filter of what we think we should look like and what we think we should be and how that relates to the person that we are inside. You know, when I was big, I was firm everywhere. I had really huge boobs that were great. I had big thighs, everything was firm. Now, I have a ton of extra skin everywhere. And I feel like a melted candle when I'm naked. And it's hard to find clothes that fit, that will keep all that skin put away. There are a lot of things that come with that, and it makes me feel really weird and kind of insecure at times, but I have to remember that I now have an almost 7-year-old little crazy dude in my house, and I can chase him at the park if I didn't have a broken leg. And we can go on trips, and I can ride any ride in an amusement park and not have to worry about it. There are pros and cons on both sides, right? Like, I do have to watch my diet incredibly carefully, and since I've had my injury, I have gained about 25 pounds simply because I take less than probably 25 steps a day. And even though I'm eating a very normal, low-calorie diet, I'm having water retention, I'm having weight gain. And that's something I have to look into myself and be like, are you okay? Are you okay with this? What are you doing? Are you making a few mistakes that you could have maybe forgotten about before because you were taking 20,000 steps a day? There's a myriad of things that could go on, right? But, you know, we have to be honest with ourselves and what's important to us. What was most important to me above everything was having a family. And not just having a family, but being able to be there for my family and watch my son graduate from high school, get married, have his own kids, be a grandma, travel, be able to fly home to Canada and see my family. You know, those kind of things are important to me. And I couldn't do that at over 400 pounds. So it wasn't this self-loathing in the mirror because I didn't have that. It wasn't this feeling of pressure from society to be a size 2 because I didn't really have that either. It was me wanting to be healthy. And so you can still be body positive and want to lose weight for the right reasons. You can be body positive and want to be a size 2 because you like how that looks also. There's no such thing as fat shaming just because you want to look different, okay? As long as it's to yourself, it's not fat shaming. It's being realistic about what you want. My favorite color is black. Does that mean pink can be offended that my favorite color is black. No, it means that's what I like. And so if at 400 pounds and a size 32, I don't like how that looks, then I can definitely go ahead and lose weight and become whatever size I want. That doesn't mean I'm not body positive, and that doesn't mean I'm fat shaming myself. You know, we need to be realistic with these things. Now, there are definitely people online that do a lot of fat shaming, name calling, you know, saying disgusting things. And is that okay? No, absolutely not. Sure, they like size 2 supermodels. Who cares what they like? You know, fat shaming comes when you are portraying your own thoughts and opinions onto someone else. And that's not okay. I don't get to tell you what you should do. I don't even get to tell you that you should be healthy or that you should want to be healthy. You got to do whatever you want to do. For me, I just really wanted to be healthier. I wanted to live a better quality of life. And I didn't think for a very long time that weight loss surgery would do that for me. And I'm here to tell you 10 years later, it did. It's hard. Every day is hard. You know, we go to school events or people's houses, and there are oftentimes nothing there that I can eat at dinner or meal times. There are times when I lived in Japan that I would go out for drinks with my girlfriends, and there was nothing safe for me to drink. Everything was full of sugar. You know, there are a lot of situations like that that you can get into, but is the quality of my life worth more than that? And yes, like 150,000 times yes. Weight loss surgery, life after weight loss surgery is tough. And there are a lot of mental things that go into what we kind of deal with afterwards, as far as like how we feel about the way we look. You know, one of my most like prideful things about myself was my boobs. I had beautiful, huge, perfect round boobs. And it was always something that made me feel like a woman, made me feel sexy. I took great pride in my boobs. And when I lost weight, I lost my boobs. And that has been a really hard transition for me. That's been really hard to sort of navigate how to feel sexy and beautiful without that. And you know, a lot of people in my life are like, well, you wear a lot of makeup, so that must be how you make up for it. Well, no, I wore a lot of makeup before. I just really love makeup, right? It's my career. So there are more issues that come along with losing weight. I feel like after weight loss surgery, you need body positivity more than ever. There's another girl I follow on Instagram. I believe her name is Passion Jones, and she had weight loss surgery. And she looked great before. She was, you know, curvy, plus size model, and now she's sort of the in-between size. I imagine she's probably like a size 10, 12. And she looks beautiful now. She's likely gonna look beautiful when she loses more weight. A lot of her followers, I see comments saying like they can't identify with her anymore because she's lost weight. And I find that really sad because she's putting herself out there. She was a fashionista doing plus size hauls, showing off all her clothes and her beautiful makeup and everything like that before, and now she's transitioning into a different size. It doesn't mean you can't identify with her anymore. I mean, if the only thing you identified with her about was her weight, I mean, it's not much of a connection to someone, you know? And the plus size community is really strange like that. It's incredibly inclusive. I feel like the majority of body shaming that is happening now is coming out of the plus size community, and that's a really hard thing to say because I consider myself still part of it. But we are so quick to point fingers at people who want to lose weight as, ugh, well, they can't be very body positive then. And that like breaks my heart because body positive is about being positive about the body you got, right? One of the little memes that I love is, you know, how to tell if your body is bikini ready. Do you have a body? Yes, wear a bikini. I've been wearing a bikini since I was 400 pounds, and I wear one now even though my skin is melting, and it's, you know, a lot of people probably look at me and are like, oh my God, she looks like a mess. I feel great. And that's what it comes down to, is how you feel good. This has been on my mind a lot lately. I have friends who I've known a long time now who have had or are going to have weight loss surgery, and I am so proud of them for making the choice. It's not right for everybody. Not everyone needs to lose weight. Some people are incredibly healthy at 300-400 pounds, but it won't last. I mean, we know that from science, just purely scientific facts. It's just our bodies are just not meant to operate like that. So, if you are willing to trade a longer lifespan for a better quality of life right now, and you feel that being, significantly or morbidly obese is the quality of life you want, then by all means, I'm sure you look beautiful, because the most beautiful people are the ones that feel beautiful about themselves. They feel that, right? So they radiate it out. Have you ever met the person who doesn't fit into society's standards of beauty, and they just radiate this incredibly positive energy, and you just find yourself thinking like, they're just so gorgeous? That's where that comes from. And that's not size inclusive. That's not something that comes from being a certain weight or a certain size. For some people it does. Victoria's Secret models have to stay in with very small parameters, and I have met two who radiate that energy, that wow, they're just so beautiful from just their energy. And I have met Victoria's Secret models who don't, and they are some of the most beautiful women in the world, and they hate themselves. So, being body positive is just about, like I said, having a body and being positive. I just want to say to those of you out there who are struggling with that, if you are struggling with the tug of war between your weight and your health, and that's your main like problem, and you just want to be body positive, figure out which one is more important to you. I can tell you, for me, it's health, 100%. If I had to shave my head and wear no makeup for the rest of my life and that was healthier, then I would do it. Luckily, we have really good makeup these days, and it's not poisoning me from the outside in, so I can wear as much makeup as I want. I can have pink and purple hair if I want. It's whatever makes me feel good, and that's how I can share that with you. So thank you guys very much for joining me at Bariatric Beauty. I know this was sort of a heavy conversation. It's been really heavy on my mind lately, and I just feel like, as someone who really wants to reach out and help people through this, it was something I needed to talk about. So we have hit 400 subscribers. I couldn't be happier. I feel like what turns my buttons on, what makes me so happy, is to reach out and help other people, to make other women feel good about themselves and to feel beautiful no matter what skin they're in, no matter what their hair looks like, no matter what size they are. I love making people feel good and feel beautiful. So that's what I'm hoping to do here on this channel. If you have any questions, please leave me a comment down below and let me know. We can have an honest conversation about this. It doesn't have to be, both of us put our guards up or anything like that. So please reach out if you need just someone to listen, because I'm here. And I will see you guys soon in the next video.